blog your reflection.
You're gonna. I mean, I don't know if you do this. Just look to this and do it.
Welcome, Mr. Martin. Well, good evening to everybody, and a lot of friends and family here. So I'll just reintroduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, welcome to Cherry Gardens. This is the place where we hang out, the gang of three for hours. Anyway, I am Laurel Morrison, G. Morrison, aka Shipwreck, author and blogger, as Shippy the Explorer. I first met Mr. Carl Gordon in about 1979 on the grounds of the campus of Oberlin High School.
69. You don't want to call the word 69.
69. I don't want to show how old we are. 69. I deviate to explain my reason to address my friend as Mr. Because Mr. is an entitlement, an honor, a path on the way to knighthood or earl. And a lot of people don't realize that. You're a man, and then you become a mister. And then you move up the ranks. So that's an entitlement. So don't, if you're a mister, it's a big entitlement. At school, we would refer to him as Carl. But in front of him, we often call him, would say, Bower. Don't ask me where that name came from. I think it says, somebody said a while ago it was power. So that's where it came from. So let's move on. Two things I recalled that bounded my spirit to Bower. And one is, in 1975, 1976, around that time, my wife and I, were expecting our first child. And as the water broke, the first person I could run to was Bower to get the loan of his blue car. And I just heard the name of it, Allegra. It seems like that blue car was a community car. Can you imagine the first car in the community and everybody got a drive off of that car? That's to show the kindness of Carl. Anyway, I didn't get that car that day because it was busy. It was loaned out to somebody else before. Anyway, even before that, I recall when Bower, Calvin, the one in the dark glasses, and myself ventured in the backcountry fields of Mr. Terling to plant potato slips. Maybe 2 acres of potato was ready to be planted. But as hunger knocked at our stomachs, I recall Carl and Calvin says, "Let me show you how to light the fire." And as we lit the fire, one of them found a pot. It must have been stored somewhere in some hut. They put some potato in it. They put a piece of yam. Somebody must have, I think one of them ran down to the riverside and picked a coconut. We grate the coconut and put it in. That was my first one-pot meal. And I didn't know that thing existed. At Oberlin, they talked about one-pot meal, but I've had it in the fields of St. Andrew with 3 friends. I've watched you grow spiritually, mentally, and as a trusted friend, I've seen you take care of your family, kids, and now grandkids. They have blossomed. But I pray that you have great health and wealth and love for your friends and family and God. And that's my friend. Mr. Laurel Martin, have him one more time. We're going to continue with the more reflection. Even even the fathers.
To share a few of my own. But let's now hear from the man who I had the pleasure of watching him walk his lovely daughter down the aisle when I was the MC for their wedding. I'm telling folks that nowadays I am now a qualified married. I can now do the whole thing. I can marry the couple, I can do the MC, I can do everything. A package deal. Let's hear a present from Mr. Dervin Patrick.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. MC. Ladies and gentlemen, it is really a pleasure for me to be here to close my friend. I have the script, but the script alone is not enough because I have to talk to two other persons, one in New York named Trevor Me, and another one named Noel Rudder. Probably you'll hear them call on the phone and I have to put them on speakers. But those guys, we are like, as they say, a little group. We met in 1972 at the St. Catherine Health Department as trainee public health inspectors. But GLADSFORD, we were always call him GLADSFORD because later on we hear about the Bower thing, but we call him GLADSFORD. So that was our name for him, GLADSFORD. But one other thing that always struck us, as young boys, we were like 18, 17, 18 going into it. But he is the youngest one, but he's always going like he's the more mature. Every time you see us together, he's up with the bigger guys, talking up, bringing up shoulder and talking. I said, what's wrong with this guy? He doesn't come and talk with the young one. And he's still now the last one to reach 70. The last of all of us to reach 70. Because I just make it a couple months ago. But he's always operating like the oldest and the most mature, giving instructions and communication to everyone. One of the significant things that I have admired, and he has remained my friend through life, is that his commitment to family. Yes. His commitment to family is similar to my own commitment. We share details about family life. Communication with one another, advice here and there. But I'll tell you the significant thing for me is that although he used to behave as the older one and the more mature one, when it came on to now going to find a wife, he wasn't that so mature and all that. So he was going and he called me up and said, man, why you go with me to this place, you know, because my girlfriend is over there and I want backup. So I drove with him all the way to Duckens Field in St. Thomas. All the way to Duckens Field in St. Thomas to look for this girl. When we reached Duckens Field, he started said to me, where we go now? We go up the steps and we saw this beautiful young lady. And when she just shone, and he moving timidly, but she was so happy to see him that she cried. And from that day, I know that all the way down, I said, this is the lady, this is the lady. And we have maintained that relationship through first daughter, second daughter, son, only son, and through my entire life, my entire marriage. He's the only one who can call my wife and say, I'm coming over, leave breakfast for me. And she will go and cook something and leave for it. We have had that closeness. Yeah. His wife will always call and say, when are you coming up? When are you not coming up? We don't see you in a long time. We go. and we sit down and we have breakfast. All up in the hill. My wife is afraid to drive up because she wants to drive on the right side. She don't want to look down the hill. But we are going. This has been my friend for 50 years. And my wish for him, I see people getting older and they fall into a little space where the brain don't work so well. But I'm encouraging him to make sure that we keep the brain active. Because, as was said earlier, you don't want anybody to have the conflict of the
I'm going to brain to keep active.
If the brain keep active, everything else will work.
Recipe to keep the brain active.
Yeah, that's what you.
Recipe to keep the brain active.
All right, I'll tell you that off camera. But Alzheimer's is a thing that is troubling a lot of older folks. And you are existing, you're not living. And I want my friend to live his full life. Not existing where people come and do everything for you and you don't. And your children come around and you don't. I don't call it living. I call it existing. And I'd love for all of us here that we start doing things to keep our minds and brain active. That's part of that disease called Alzheimer's. They take away everything. It takes away everything from you.
Dementia.
Don't touch us. And my friend, I know you have great support. I know you have two beautiful daughters and grandchildren coming here, and your son. And I know you have exceptional support.
Cheryl one son.
Exceptional support in your wife and your brothers. See one right here. I know you have exceptional support. So keep being strong, keep healthy, make sure that you continue to, I know you read the Bible, but read other things and look at other things and play some games and things, just to keep your brain active.
Use up the mouth.
Yeah, man, use up the mouth. Yeah, nothing is wrong with that. But as long as I say, if you keep your mind active, then you remain active. Best wishes, brethren, from all of us, from Trevor, Roddy, and yourself, right?
Thank you, sir.
You know that.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Patrick, one second. Then them go check the ground and look in the feature there. The pretty girl here, they don't look that good. Show me, I can want to know what pretty girl look like. I want the blonde hair. It's a pretty picture. It wasn't worth the travel to look and feel. Look here now, it's true that thing. What I do to keep my brain active is I observe people, I watch people, and I'm very curious. Some people call it fast, but I call it curious. I observe things and I look around. And I step in that place, I start to count. 8 women, 1 man. I go to a party, I did a NCL event in Toronto. With one of these high schools, I think it was Alpha girls having their anniversary. And they all came in like 70 years ago them left Alpha. And they all come in and all the women look nice and step in so. And the men step in behind them looking at them. For some reason women age nicer than men. You know, all women have some different color hair. Black, green, blue, pink. Women have plenty hair, the man them have no hair. Like some born hair and some didn't grow hair. And I think that sometimes life is a bit kinder to women than it is to men. Not true, I tell a lie, man. True. Yeah, man. Woman have life easier than man, don't it? No, she get just strong now. She don't know with all her chest. You
Start the argument now.
She don't know with that strong. No, I think women have life easier than men.
Oh, you're in trouble?
Yeah. Shall I elaborate?
Yes.
Let me substantiate. Let me elucidate. If you have a daughter, first of all, women can meet them girlfriend anywhere in the world, in any culture. And girlfriend, hug, kiss. Make a man kiss a man. If 2 man kiss, 3 man get beaten. Women have it easier. If your daughter comes to you and says, Mommy, Daddy, when I get big, I want to be a construction engineer, or I want to drive tractor, or count any stereotypical man job your daughter want to do. You'd encourage her, don't it? Yeah. You go, girl, no courses. But if your son said, I want to be a ballet dancer, you're one boy come to you and say, I want to be just like Shibada in Just Then. But girls are encouraged to step outside the gender box, but not boys. Yeah. In my 60 years, I have never heard a woman being told to woman up. But man, if you get up every day and man up. It's pressure, you know. The other day a man asked me about a car. I'm not the kind of guy who knows about car. And the man give me a look like, man, a real man. He asked me if the car is a V6 engine. I said, I don't know. And he looked at me like, can a man you be? You don't know about car? I said, can you conjugate a verb? He said, what that? Men are constantly being measured if you're a real man. You have to do everything to prove that you're a real man. And it's very hard to be a man, especially in Jamaica. To be a man, you have to take off a long box of things that say, man don't laugh, man don't cry. Me watch a cartoon movie and ball. Me not get about the man. Me eat it for ball, eat it for laugh. Man don't talk for Mike, man talk for Michelle. Man don't got Jim, man got Kim. And nowadays, young boys, it is ridiculous. Them can't call some words. Them cannot say two. Them say microphone check 1, 3. How stupid is that? I bought a CD. I think every name to my idol of it. The CD have track 1, track 1A, and track 3. Cause man don't play 2. No high school in Jamaica Manning Cup team. No boy now with 2 pound them back. They will die first. I'm like, what kind of nonsense is that? Young men operate under severe pressure. Crazy. And them can't say some word, them can't say man. Them say the place in Gal Devil and Gal Chester. Yeah. And them can't say come forward, them don't. And them can't say back. No. It's stupidness. 3 boys in a car drive and they decide say, welcome to Man Devil. Yo, we're not gonna further. He does that. Why? Someone say, okay, let's turn back. Yo, no, burn back. So them still there. Then now move. It's stupid. We had a comedy show on the place named Backyard. Man say, yo, backyard? Nah, but this one. I said, what? No, you have a call it front yard. I said, no, but it's back. No, but call it front. I said, listen to me, young man. Come here. Listen to me carefully. If something has a back, it must have a front. Front and back are opposite. If you insist on not calling back and call the back front, you're going to enter back and think of front. Think about it. It's stupid. Them so this hyper beer man, and then when them a go out now, it's not them on a date, you know. 6 boy on 3 bike. 4 boy on 2 bike. 8 boy on 4 bike. One of them here and one right here. And then them a talk about, yo man. It's hard, that's why I say, women have it easy. Women can do the most ridiculous thing and call it style. Sit down before the mirror, take a razor, shave off the eyebrow, take a pencil and draw it back. And that makes sense. Why? Why? I sit down now, I went to a high school graduation and I saw the parents walking in. And I kid you not, the women all walked in with very, very short skirt and very, very long. Them call it eyelash, me call it awning. You can shut on it every rain fall. Women have it easy, trust me. Women can a woman working, pinch her penny, show her partner, and we call it thrift. Smart woman. Man do the same thing, mean man. It's hard. Women can go out to a formal event in her long shimmering gown and them dancing nice and slow and them start play soca and reggae and shoes kick off. And it's okay. A man in her tux now, shoes slip off, it don't look good. Might not smell good neither. Women have life easier than men. Trust me. But even though we say that, we still want to celebrate women. Don't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, if Mr. G never meet the light lady at Duckend Field, he wouldn't have that wonderful family to keep him healthy and strong. So I will celebrate women who stand beside their men and celebrate the men who understand the value of respecting and loving women. Am I right or am I right? It's a nice big ticket on my book now. Yeah, man. Anybody is a teacher? Anybody is a teacher?
Was?
Pretty lady.
Was?
Trust me. Mr. G, you're smart. I am married to a teacher. And I know that, you know, sometimes we get detention. We get correction, we get detention. Trust me, we get orders. Put on that. Yes. Put on it. You're wearing that. I just put it on. I don't know what size I wear. You don't buy the suit, I may not wear it. Yeah. Teachers are good wives. You say yes? Oh, I say yes to the phone. Look at my phone. I'm telling you. But it has served me well to be curious about life. Don't miss things. Read a lot, you know. Read books, read people. Read people. I tell, you know, people who don't laugh scare me. Because laughter is a wonderful, joyous thing. Right. Laughter is the second best way to relieve stress. If you don't know what's the first, just keep on laughing. Yeah? Laughter is a gift from God. And laughter actually improves youth and improves beauty. You laugh plenty, you keep young. You laugh a lot, you look good looking. Now, keep somebody ugly, then laugh, and feel just bright up like Christmas tree. You laugh a lot, your teeth don't catch cold. And don't forget the joke to laugh. Look at the mirror and laugh. Because God laughs at us. God, I'm not you, man. God made me, God knows him, God can take a good joke. If he make me, because that's all I do is give joke. Although my wife don't find me funny. She think I'm annoying.
Too close to coach.
Driving the KFC, I say, KFC, drive me through. I say, no, I can't start fish. She goes, Owen. You're so childish. I'm like, but honey, you might talk comedian. No? God bless us. So we've heard reflections from people who are Mr. Gordon's contemporaries in age and experience. We want to hear from those who are of another generation. So we want to hear from children. Everybody who's from the other generation, you know, share some reflections. I see a lady walking towards me like she will reflect.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kelly Ann, affectionately called by Daddy as Kelly Ann.
And I am Jan, affectionately called Princess.
And I am Carlo Gordon.
Prince?
I don't know if it's affection like they call jacket. But yeah. Sharon one boy.
All right, so we're going to follow the question. Where did you meet GLADSFORD? And outside of the hospital, I met him at Temple Hall. That's where we lived at the time.
And for me, we were living at Stevenson Avenue, so that's where I would have met him.
And for me, the day that they moved to Belmont, the Thursday night, the Friday morning I was born, so Belmont forever.
Oh. Which means every time there was a move, there was a baby.
Oh my God.
What name did you call him growing up? I think we all call him Daddy. I don't call him anything else. We all call him Daddy. All right, what significant thing do you remember about him, or your favorite thing about him? One significant thing for me is that I remember when I was going to school, my friends would actually ask me, "You live with your mother?" Because my dad was just so involved. Daddy got us ready for school, Daddy took us to school, Daddy was in PTA, Daddy picked us up from school. You know, Daddy always bring in a piece of him lunch for us, so he would buy like a bread of cornbread and cheese. And so we know when we come in the car, we get in a cornbread and a cheese, and that's where we had our deepest conversations, it's usually in the car. And it got even more when we moved further. So when we were close at Stevens Avenue, it wasn't so much the conversation, but when we moved to Belmont and, you know, he would be picking us up from school and taking us home, that's where we would have some of our deepest conversations. I think that is one of my most significant or cherished memory with Daddy.
Okay, it's just so many, but as Kelly said, it's just how sacrificial he was, how much of himself he gave. He was always at school, and I know that's something like typical of a mother. He would take us to school, he wouldn't leave as soon as, you know, he'd drop us off, he'd stay there, he'd be there for PTAs. And I think for me, it's just having that support, and to be honest, he's been my greatest defender, especially against my mother, from my mother, because I wasn't the easiest. And so just to have him as a defender, I think that really fostered a lot of self-confidence for me and really made me who I am. And I'm so grateful. There are a lot of memories. Another memory, or favorite thing about him, going back to how sacrificial he is, I remember staying up to study, and he would go out of his way, I mean, hand and foot, like bringing me coconut water. This is like 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh yes, and that is when we would have homework, and you know, you need to know about current affairs. I can't say I was very like up to date with that, but he would like always like talking to us on the way to school, on the way back, you know, what's happening. So you go to school, you sound extremely brilliant, because you'd have had these conversations in the car. So I think that's it for me.
Okay, so my favorite thing about my dad, now go ball.
Oh.
Hold it, Papa, hold it.
I mean, there's so much things about my dad that I can't remember. Everything. Alright, I can't remember this specific time where, you know, alright, long story short, he sent us to another gentleman that was living at the house at the time, sent us to park his van. With all of that, you know, the gentleman said, yo, take a drive. Drive it.
The devil.
And me, at the age, I think I was about either 10 or 12, or 10, 11, 12, around that age. And, you know, drive out the van, drive it, park it. And, you know, there are food around, you know, brand new van and things, so we are test it out. And I don't know what happened, but it turned over. And me hear Carla say sometimes he defend us from our mother.
Yes.
I remember mommy say, kill him! Kill him! I mean, I felt so bad because the man brand new van. And yeah, I said, Daddy, kill me. Kill me. And man looked at me and said, you're dead? Go on in your bed. Go on in your bed. Not do you. Where you worry about the van?
Very good.
The van stay the same place. Everybody got in bed. We pray. And you know, that just to show the type of person he is.
Yeah.
Them little thing they know about, yo, me with that man. Me with that man. But them things enough easy. And that's just to show you who he really is and how he looks for all of us, no? Alright, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. I tell you.
All right. What is one of your most cherished memories? I have so many. You go.
All right, so as you say, it's a lot. But for me, I can remember he would always go to his way to take us around Jamaica and, you know, get us exposed. And when you're going out with him, he's going to tell you where you're driving through now. If you know the history of the place, he's going to tell you the history of the place. One of the things he used to do all the time, he would take us to Hellshaw. And when we're going to Hellshaw, we'll be singing, skin on my ring, ding, skin on my ring, do I love. And we sing it the whole way over and the whole way back. It was just those, that's the type of memories that I have with Daddy. As JC and Carla has said, Daddy has always been our backbone. I think sometimes we will say to him, no, you fool us, you made us delusional about what to expect out here, just because of how you were and who you are. But just those memories, I think, you know, always on the road if you have, I was called the handbag. So I guess I was the first one. So everywhere he was going, I'd be with him. Funeral, the grocery store, I was always there. And I think it's even, I say it and everybody gets upset. The one person that I know I can call on at any time for anything, and he's gonna be there. Not gonna give me no excuse. Going to try to tell me what I'm for do, but no excuse is Daddy. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna give a recent cherished moment. It's been tough living away, and the other day, I spend most of the time on the phone with Mommy, not so much Daddy. He gets very jealous of that because the tables have turned. I guess since becoming a mother, Mommy and I are super tight, so we'll be on the phone all the time, and he'll be in the background, you don't call your father. And, you know, I get updates about him really from her. And, you know, I was planning a birthday party for Lake. And it would have just been myself, my husband, and Lake, and, you know, just maybe the few family friends that we have there or family members that we have there. And, you know, we're really down about it that, you know, nobody would be able to come, and, you know, Daddy wouldn't be able to come, Mommy wouldn't be able to come, nobody. JC, I think, said, you know, he would try and come, but as far as I was concerned, nobody was coming. And I got home the Friday and walked in. I couldn't pick up JC from the airport because I worked really far. And I said, just take an Uber. But he was like pushing, and he was just like, no, you need to, I don't know, like pushing for me to come. I couldn't. Send the Uber. When I got home, I was surprised by Mommy. So I thought that was it, and it was done. The next day, I was in the house and I was getting busy, and I noticed Mommy cooking a lot, but I wasn't, you know, looking. I was like, I'll take the food and pack it away because I'm not cooking. So I'm, you know, getting the food together. I'm in the room, and Mommy's like, Carla, come here, come and look at this breadfruit. And when I walked out, the first person I saw was my dad in the kitchen in front of Jan, Joel, Kelly. And I mean, that will always live like rent-free in my head. That just the level of, again, support that I have, and just seeing him there, that meant the world to me. I needed to travel to another time, and he came up just to spend some time with us, and I really, really appreciate that, and that will always be a cherished moment for me.
All right, so I have a lot of cherished moments, but the ones that really hold a lot of weight is the ones are the uncomfortable conversations that we have now. Very uncomfortable, right? I never imagined I would be talking to my dad about you know, kids and stuff like that. And, you know, hearing him and hearing the stuff that he's saying, trust me, and he's gonna always be my, you know, go-to person for any like, advice or whatever, because he's gonna tell you as it is. Anybody who know him, know say, yo, he's gonna tell you bluntly, right? And I can't say some of the some of the conversations we have, but just know that, you know, that's my cherished moments, you know, when we go eat up to, you know, bush or wherever, and me and him sit down and we talk. And I remember back in the days when he used to like try to have these conversations, I would like, no, that didn't chat too much. Can't take that, right? But now I really understand. And he said to me, say, you have to come back to me and you have to say this and say, yo, you appreciate it. What your favorite saying when you always tell me? Hug. Hugs. Look at the mother and say, oh, you have come, you will see. And me I see. Me I see.
Look good.
All right, so another thing I cherish about my dad, and it's not there, and I know she's not gonna come up and talk. I had her on the program and she said, no, you know I don't do those things. Is that we did little body, she now you're going like anybody body. Daddy has had one wife, and he's had all his children with one wife, and he has showed us, you know, how to value that or treasure that. And I appreciate that for you. I know if Mommy was the talker, she would come up and tell you that she loves you dearly. To be honest, I don't think anybody else could have been married to GLADSFORD, and I don't think anybody else could have been married to Cheryl, to be honest. But we love that you have fought. It hasn't been easy, and you've never hidden that it's not easy from us. You've been very open with the challenges that you've had. And so we appreciate that vulnerability and honesty that you demonstrated to us. And we love you even more for it. And what is my one prayer for you, Daddy? I know, as I think it was Patrick and somebody else said it, I know you don't want to be in a bed being taken care of, but I don't want you to go too soon. I want you to be with us as long as possible, in good health, being able to enjoy what your hard work has produced in us, so that we can take care of you as much as possible.
Amen.
And I think my prayer is piggybacking on that, is like that you will allow us to take care of you. Even if I have to change his clothes, Uncle Calvin, I'll do it. I'm willing to do it. So if that's what it takes to keep you, I want to keep you here. And that's my prayer for you. I pray that you have good health. I pray that God keeps you. And I pray that you get this peace knowing that, Daddy, when I say you've done your best, you've done your best. And that best is remarkable. And your heart is truly one of gold. I don't think you've ever operated from a place of malice or upset. I'm more upset for you at things all the time. Mommy's more upset for you all the time. And, you know, I want you to sit with that and know that you have really lived a life that's remarkable and truly an example for me. Thank you.
All right, so prayer. It's pretty much same thing you guys said. I mean, let's be real. 7 and 0. 70 is very scary, and I think about this every day with like what would happen if my dad wasn't here for me, right? And I know you say we've passed the worst, but I don't know. I don't know. And I want him to be here with me forever. I love you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you. Man. Good.
Am I the only person who shed a tear this evening?
No.
Oh my
All
goodness.
the way about.
No, please clap some more. That was beautiful. That was amazing. Sir G, trust me, you're the real man. Yes. You are the real man. And just hearing you share the family, give all of us a model that we can aspire towards. So bless you all. Now it's time for dinner. Early dinner, you know? Clap them one more time. Pouring their heart out for a really wonderful example of a good man, a good father,
He did well.
a good husband,
He did well. Raise the
a
kids and good
mentor.
man. I tell you, good. Yeah, make her a ball.
So we're going to go buffet style, starting with birthday boys table first. Please approach the buffet line.
Okay. Here, it says
Somebody guide
your
Mr.
table go
Gordon to the
first.
buffet line.
You say to go first.
You must go first, man. You can stay, sir. The line will come to you, but your table can approach the line now.
Okay, our table can go.
Yeah. Kelly, quick, I didn't catch you.
I was calling you and you weren't hearing me.
When?
So that table and then this table.
At the door.
I
Please
know.
go if you're able.
I was talking to somebody. I saw you.
And DJ. DJ Rags.
Come on, me now. Hey, go on, man. No, go on. Sit beside him. Go on, sit down.
Wake up, got some come?
Yeah, we should probably come from this
From
way.
that side. Okay.
Yeah, switch round.
Around here?
Yeah. Hey!
Good to see you, man.
I tell you, man. Yes.
All is well?
Yeah.
That's good, man.
I was calling in yesterday, I think.
Yeah, man. That's what I told me that you saw in the
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you.
You guys looking good.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Bring some lights on. Yeah, alright. I'll make her share out something for me and then I'll see if we have any lights inside. Yeah. You know, it took me a while to recognize who you were.
Terry Long one from
Let me tell you.
Yeah, I remember you, man. yeah. I say it something.
No, I saw, I know, yeah.
Yeah. You're the younger Ben and those guys would have been a year.
Yeah.
You're the younger one.
Right.
Years younger, yeah.
I tell you. I'm sorry. Shirley, a napkin? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, we put that. All right, touch everything. On video and everything. Listen, okay, that's it. All right. Yeah, let's touch up everything. That's it. Good. All right. Thank you. One little piece. Chicken. Yeah. That's fish? Yes, yeah. One fish, yeah. Great. Aki? I taste the aki. I missed the aki earlier. Let me taste the aki. Alright. Wow. Looks good. You know that aki or anything? Huh? You know that aki? Such an easy thing to do. And there's no guarantee that the one you love is for you. Oh, loving as they cannot see. Good job. Yes, the touch of it. Oh yeah. That's it. Alright. Okay. Yeah, just a little. Alright. Touch. Alright. And a chocolate flicker. I missed that early. Alright. Thank you. You can have taste of mine, see if it tastes better. You can have a taste of mine, see if it tastes better. What are you doing? Alright. Okay, okay. Oh boy.
Feel the feeling.
Small snack and a juice, and that was like really good, and that's the most cherished memory for me.
My mommy buy me taffy so early.
So it looks like we messed up the question. So we did cherish, so we're going to do a significant thing. A significant thing is that he's always there and he opens up to you and you can feel able to talk to him. Like if something's wrong, if something happens, you can just talk to him. And it's not like he's going to go back and tell, oh, Joel said this. He keeps it and he'll pray for you, and that's really comforting. And he's always worrying about you. Even when he doesn't need to worry, he's going to worry about you.
Or the significant thing for me is in the morning when mommy would like go off to away for work, he would drop us to school, and he'd always be talking, like inspiring us about this and that, and telling us that we should have a good day and all of those things. And I'm not a morning person, so I just, like in the beginning I just feel miserable and I don't listen to him, kind of ignore him. But throughout the day I kind of like go off of what he was saying, but I never tell him that like it was what he was saying is like a good thing. I always just make him think I'm always miserable, but I'm telling you now that it's a good thing what you're telling me, and I'm always listening, even though it seems like I'm not listening to you.
What is one prayer that we have for Grandpa? To relax. I want him to relax. He's always up and down doing something. You're 70 now. Enjoy it.
I I don't know. Yes, forever that Yari's house.
Alright, for me, it's to enjoy his life and live it to the fullest and stop worrying about everything and worrying about everybody else. Like, let them kind of handle it, but you can help still, but just worry and live your life to the fullest and have fun for the rest of your life.
And then
Happy birthday.
and then happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Watch out. Be careful.
Are we all ready? What a wonderful moment. 3 generations. You ready, Virgie?
Yes, sir.
Oh, bless your wonderful life. We're going to count in French, because French kind of romantic. 1, 2, 3. You ready? Let's go, sir. Who's going to share the cutting with? Sing happy birthday first?
Cheryl.
Yeah, let's sing. Can we sing together? You ready?
Cheryl.
Number 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear GLADSFORD. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish and blow the candles.
Make a wish when I
And then
a good thing with the carrier go out down.
Oh yeah.
A good thing with the carrier go down.
I know.
Come on, something.
Blow.
Nicely.
Blow hard number. I go like this.
Good job.
Yeah.
Come, pretty girl Cheryl. Hey, it's the birthday thing.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Hello, the world.
I'm gonna turn off the video now.
This is a wonderful moment.
In the video?
Picture.
Yeah. Ready, everybody?
Hold on.
My camera is not the best. JC, where's your phone?
Photo. Alright, so cheese.
Anyone will take something.
Alright, we got it.
Your celebration.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Mr. G.
Wait.
I'll send you the ones that I have. Alright, here.
I'm sure you would agree. But this thing went perfectly. And to have a water party on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Never understood how a man who died for good could not have a day that would.
Oh yeah.
I know. Blow.
Nicely.
Blow hard number. I go like this.
Good job.
Yeah.
Come, pretty girl Cheryl. Hey, it's the birthday thing.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Hello, the world.
I'm gonna turn off the video now.
Yes,
Okay,
we can take a picture in the video.
Picture.
Yeah. Ready, everybody?
Hold on.
My camera is not the best. JC, where's your phone?
Alright, so cheese.
Anyone who thinks okay?
Alright, we got it.
Your celebration. Let's get for Mr. G.
I'll send you the ones that are long. Alright, here.
Oh, okay.
Tape him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I
I'm gonna be
am
walking around.
happy for this milestone, happy for reaching this milestone. And I just want to thank every last one of you who have made it out this afternoon to celebrate with me. It's something else when you have a party with friends, but when you have a party with family and friends who have been there with you for all of your life, it's almost impossible to say thanks at this my 70th birthday without referencing my parents, Charles and Eula, who started a journey in 1945. 10 years later, I was born. I was answer to a child that had died. And I guess I might have brought a lot of joy to their life. But their life was filled with struggles, difficulties. And for them, they gave just about everything. I grew up in a house where there were 2 uncles, 1 auntie, and a cousin, and 9 siblings. So you know, when you put on a pot, how many people you have to share for. And there was not much space within the house. So you know, sometimes I reflect as to where we all slept, because there was not much space, but there were 4 and 9, 13 and 2, 15, and sometimes we had other family members who stayed over for different different times. Mama and Papa was very caring, and particularly my mother. She worked so hard that many times I talk about her and I bawl. So the bawling you see up there is generational. You know, my mother had 9 births in 13 years. And every time I think about it, you know, I get very emotional. Because she didn't have these children against the background of sitting at home. She went to the bush and went to Tiggerfoot Market and Coronation Market in the back of a truck. And this was really life for most of the people who lived in that community. But it was difficult. But she cared for us and loved us. And I believed that, you know, whatever celebration I have, I must give credit to them. Except for my 2 siblings are here, Asquith and Jackie. One of the persons whose lives touched my life as a little boy was Mr. Kirimet, we call Glassy. Our church was next door to their property. And we used their property as a church for prayer and praise and for social after they removed from that property. And I never expected, never knew that he would become my brother-in-law. And you know, we've had such a wonderful experience. All of my life as it were. We have stories that we tell when we get together about my childhood. He being an older man, we tell stories. Some he didn't even remember, he didn't even know. And then you grew up in a village where people cared for you, people loved you. The church community was a wonderful place. I reflect sometimes, I try to think about what, you know, made me akin to these people at church. Really, I had was a mouth and a brain. I could recite. There was nothing else. I could recite and I could remember. And so that drew me close to people within that community. I went to school there, I went to bush there, I tied my goats there, I looked after the cows there, I carried wood there. And life was beautiful in that village for me. I grew up, I went to Oberlin High School, 1969. Laurel wanted to make me a little younger than I am. And we met these friends, and we've remained friends all my life. I left Oberlin at just a little over 17 and went into public health, met some friends, and we are friends for life. And that has been my life. Patrick tell you about a pretty girl from Duckenfield. I don't know where he got her into Duckenfield, but I know she worked there. But she came from the same village that I grew up in. And sometimes some things might look like chance, but sometimes some things are ordained to be. I never knew that Cheryl's mother had 10 children and my mother had 10 children. Never knew that until I got married. I never knew that my sister was born the same day that one of her sisters was born. There were so many similarities. And this afternoon, as I say thanks to everybody, I just need to celebrate my in-laws. They're all here, except one. And it's not ordinary when you have sisters-in-law and brothers-in-law that love you. I can turn up at the house anytime, whether Cheryl is there or not, and I'm welcome. I'm royally treated. I can send people to their house, and as long as it's me send them, I look after them. They know how to cook, and they keep cooking. And they came divinely ordained to be part of this celebration. So to my sisters-in-law and my brothers-in-law and the other in-laws, I say thank you for being here. The rest of the friends that are here and family. I love family. I really love my family. And I got married, have 3 children, and you hear JC say we always tease him because I thought I was going to have 2. I really wanted to have 2 children. But share there's a story about with all of the children as I tell you thanks. You know, Kelly was quick out of the box, anxious, and then she came, and then I was hesitant, but then Carla came around and we had arguments about Carla, and this was done. We were done. So I remember Cheryl and myself had that discussion one night in the bed, and she said, I'd love to have a son. I said, if things change and we can manage, we can adopt a boy. She said, no, I want to have my own boy I can look at. And don't tell me how she got pregnant. We still have that discussion. So I don't know, we still have that kind of argument. And that is one of the reasons why we have this argument about JC. And let me tell you something, Carla used to tease him, and he used to bawl. But you know, it's got the wonders of life. He is that son that came last, and I mean, he does just about every little thing for us. The best thing that ever happened. You know, he is so wonderful to us. And you know, every time, you know, something happens and Cheryl will start talking to me, so, but I say, is you one boy that you really wanted, you know? So we have fun with the children. You hear Carla talking about Princess? I mean, when I tried to massage her ego as she grew up, because she challenged her mother any day, every day. And so I tried to keep her in the corner so that, you know, she felt special, and she was special, you know. But today, they gang up against me all the way, you know, so I'm fine with that. But friends, I've had a wonderful life. I've had a wonderful life with my family, my friends, my relatives. And, you know, there's some of my relatives who would disagree, but we never had an open disagreement, you know. they know the position that I take, and then take a different position, and then we just disagree. We never had a confrontation, never had an argument, never got in any heated discussion, but they take a position, I take a position, and everybody take their position. And
you
then
love to see the grass green. No, but that is normal in a
well, you know, sometimes you have open discussions, but we don't. We just take positions, have positions in our head, and that's where it remains.
It's all in the politics.
I guess. But I could not have asked for a better set of friends and family. My children's friends are my friends. Uncle GLADSFORD, Uncle GLADSFORD, Uncle Glassy, Uncle, you know, and I know their names. Sometimes I forget the faces, but we have discussions around the names. And so, as you celebrate with me, as we celebrate together, I just want to ask that God continue to bless all of you, and we continue to live and love each other. God bless you, and thank you for coming.
Thank you. Yay, yay,
And I take mine, I want to encourage Mr. Gordon to write his story. If you don't want to write it, talk and make somebody write it. Find your story, this family story, is a beautiful Jamaican example of family and the value of love and commitment. It will inspire many people and teach many people. So please, sir, if you want to find a ghostwriter, you can talk to me. But I'm sure Kelly and I have some friends who I know can write. You should write your story. It's an inspiration for all of us. God bless you. This was love we all made. My Jamaican hero, Miss Lou, said, every hoe have sticker bush, every long road have been. Hot son of shady tree, longest pride of amen. Yes, my amen. God bless you.
Amen.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Shirley, you attend every 2 weeks? Huh? Yes, you make every 2 weeks? I'm retired.
Tell her. Tell her. Tell her you're fully
I don't
retired.
have to run back to work anymore. Yeah,
Fully retired. You're fully retired. So we'll find something to do together for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Come on. This is what happened to us, folks. Breadfruit roasting at night. 5 breadfruit in the fire. Because picked the breadfruit and thought they would stay a little longer, but they start to ripe. You can change it. Oops. No. Oops. Fire. That's what happened when you. That's not what happened really, but I mean that's the roasting of breadfruit late at night. About 11 o'clock now. Oh my gosh. The fire took a long time to catch. I know it. No, we could have roasted in your mouth now. Eh?